Let's try e4. Tolson. Tullis. 1847. Okay, so he's playing a Queen's Indian defense. Let's defend the pawn this way and develop. He's got two attackers here. Yeah, let's bring the knight in to defend. And get castled. So let's shore up the center this way. Actually, I could push and push. His knight goes here, and then I push this pawn. His knight goes over here to these dark squares, or over here. I guess it would be better to play c4 first and then play e5. Kick it. Kick that knight. Yeah, while it can't go there. I don't know what he was thinking. Don't know what that was about. Okay. Yeah, let's just get my bishop to a good diagonal. Should I take? Let him take? I think in the interest of keeping it closed, it's a little better for me to do it this way. And my knight is defended by a knight, so even if he takes here, he's not going to gain much. Okay, we'll drop back here, try and block the entry points for that knight. Let's just trade. And let's block the bishop here. Let's see, he takes the knight, I take the bishop. He doesn't have any great moves at that point. Actually, it's a little complicated. He could take the rook with the knight, maybe. Let's kick that bishop. Okay. I go here. Yeah, force trade of the bishop. Relieve the pressure on this knight. Hit his bishop. Okay, so let's lift up the queen and bring the rooks together. I guess here, because we can bring a knight in and threaten a mate. Threaten to take here. So, yeah, I go here. He can lift his queen up and threaten to take here, but the knight's defending it. Didn't go there. He went there instead. So let's Bring the rook out. Let's double rooks. Yeah, it's a little tricky. This knight's defending here, defending the against the mate. So if he could take it, but his queen's in the wrong spot. He needs to move the queen somewhere else. Now let's block the mate before we get into trouble. Okay, he grabbed a pawn. He can have it. I'll take this pawn. Hitting here. I'm going to bring my rook in and then bring my queen here to threaten mate. Maybe I need to I need to defend the knight first before I do that, because he could trade queens and then take the knight, and that would all my hard work would go to naught. Okay, so we won one and we lost one. We ended up at 1799. So it's my goal for this session to stay in the neighborhood of 1800 so far. So far, so good. Okay, boy, we're getting a lot of, let's play the Scandinavian, getting a lot of e4 this from my opponents. Okay, he defended with the knight. What is that? What is that? I've never seen that. I guess he wants to discourage the knight from coming to f6. Oh, yeah, so if I play knight f6, he can put the knight here with a double attack on this guy. Interesting. So I need to develop my bishop first. Then I can play knight f6, and if he goes here, I can castle. He just went back. Okay, the question is, should I castle or should I develop the knight? I could castle. Should I develop the knight or play c5 first, though? That's the question I want to ask. I like the idea of playing c5 here. Let's see if I can get away with it. He brings his knight out. I bring my knight out to defend. He's not responding. Okay, I go here. I don't have to defend it just yet. Let's castle. Knight d5, maybe, to provoke an exchange. Okay, he's opening things up before he's castled. That is funny. I will certainly take. Okay, let's put the rook here immediately, right? Why not? The bishop doesn't have any great moves, but just see how he reacts. Okay, he goes there. So knight here, hitting that bishop. He castled. Oh, okay, because when I take the bishop, he takes back. Yeah, it was defended. I just assumed he was going to... just assumed he was going to take. So if he takes with the rook, I guess I have to put my bishop here. Let's oppose his bishop. It's causing some trouble along the at the f7 point, causing me a little bit of trouble here. So I take, he takes, I take. I don't have to do that. I can actually move the bishop immediately, right? The only question is where's the best square for the bishop? There's argument for putting it here too, on D or E5. I guess if I put it on E5, he could move his rook over to attack it, whereas here he can't. He can't attack it, so that's good. Yeah, let's just simplify things here. Should leave me with somewhat of a better position, especially if he does that. Got a check here. And we can threaten that knight. Now, yeah, if the knight moved, there was not a mate. There was not a mate. So, what, can't I just attack the knight here? I think he has to move that knight. Maybe he has no good square to go to. Can go into the corner. Then I can at least win a pawn here and open up his king side a bit. Can't tell. So I take the knight. He takes the queen. I take back. He takes with the knight, I guess. Okay, I guess you're right. You're right. Let's see. So if I take the queen then and then put my knight here, do I win a pawn? He defends it. Go here. Oh, go here. No queen trade? You can't defend this pawn except with the other pawn, right? And so I went here to take it. He can go there. Yeah. But then I'll take his knight. We'll just trade. That's okay. Yeah, now he's going to mate me, so let's be a little careful. Let's not get too carried away here. Knight here. Yep, if I have enough time to play out the end game, it should be good for me. Threatens something, doesn't it? Okay. Let's get my rook behind the passed pawn. Okay. I'll take that. There we go. Interesting that white gave up the g-pawn. Which pawn was that? Oh, yeah. He just let me take that. He was decided to take the h-pawn there instead of defending his g-pawn. Could he have defended it? He could have gone here, or he could have moved his knight. Let's ask the computer here, actually, while we're here. It says I'm winning. It says king h1 is best. No. Rook e8. Attack my knight. I take with check. He goes here. And defend my knight. I don't know if I would have played that, but seems a bit tricky, but I guess this is okay. Still winning for black. I guess he just had no good moves here, so Let's see if we go back to the game. He just took here. Yeah, I mean, that was no better or worse than other moves, it looks like. And I managed to hold on. Knight e1, you would play knight e1 there? Defend it that way. It's tough. Right, he loses the knight. Would have played a6 instead of taking on g2. Just save the pawn. Well, the timing, instead of moving the knight, I could have played a6 instead of moving the knight. Yeah. Okay, interesting game. Let's get another one. Okay, I don't think I played the English yet. Oh, 1873, another good player. Guess I'm gonna have to get used to facing good players. Okay, we've got a reverse Sicilian type of English. I often try to go into a Botvinnik setup from here. We'll see if I can get to it. I think I can. Okay, he put his bishop on a good square, taking advantage of the hole in my position. Oh, and then he goes directly for the attack. Interesting way of playing it. Okay, I'm going to play g4 when he plays h4. That's my plan. That's how I'm planning to meet this attack. Okay, let's shore up the center here. The Botvinnik setup, no, it's not so much like a reverse dragon. It's more like it's the idea with the Botvinnik setup is you block the center, and then you play on the wings, and you have two break points here. You can break with the F pawn, or you can break with the B pawn. Usually, depends on what their setup is here. B and C pawns you can push forward. So, gives you the option of attacking on either the king side or the queen side, while these pawns here stay and provide a kind of a solid center. So that's the general idea in a nutshell. Yeah, I think I'm going to start, since he castled queenside, I'll start playing on the queenside a bit. Let's kick here once. Oh, he went there. I'm surprised. I will just trade and develop my bishop here. Maybe he can sacrifice on g4. Looks like he's not thinking of that. So let's get our knight in here while this guy is loose. Anyway, if you're interested in the Botvinnik setup, I have quite a few videos on my YouTube channel about the Botvinnik setup. Just do a search for Botvinnik. You'll see quite a few videos there. You'll have your choice of videos. So he gave up the bishop and kept the knight. So we're opening up the C file here towards his king. I'm not sure why he did that. How is he going to break through now? What is the plan? He can plant a knight on f3. Maybe that's his plan. Anyway, and it seems funny with the Botvinnik setup, you block in this light squared bishop, but a lot of times when you're pushing on this side, you end up opening up lines for it. So, and here it's performing a useful defensive role here at the moment. So, not bad. But I will have to find a way to figure out how to use this bishop at some point. Say if I take this knight, so yeah, I think that's a good place to start. And then there were some sample games. Yeah, I think I do want to just get rid of this, except I also want to go here. I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. So he chose to sacrifice. You would have gotten rid of the knight on d4. Yeah, we can check that out and see what the computer thinks. I don't really know what was better there. So yeah, now we're stuck with that knight on d4, huh? Yeah. I see what you're saying. Let's try and open up a few things here. Oh, let's see. I kind of like this. Because now I can put a rook here. Why am I opening up the king side? The king is there. You're always so practical. Where's your romantic spirit? And you know what? Who was it? Was it Botvinnik? Or no, it was Steinitz. Steinitz said, you know, your king is a fighting piece. You should use it. The romantic spirit is on the queen side. Okay, I'll buy that. I think this one's turning out okay for me. Ah, he went for that. Okay. I think I can take here. Edgy king. King is more powerful than a minor piece. I've heard it estimated that the king is worth about 4 points. Yeah, so it puts it in between a minor piece and a rook. I still have this horrible bishop here after all of this. I could put it here and threaten to some sort of discovered attack on his king. Yeah. Have you got something good there? Oh. Yeah, I moved too fast, huh? So he's going to be able to chase my king away from that. No, wherever the king goes, wherever the knight checks me from, I can take the knight. So he has to do a rook check. Then I can go here. Looks like I can walk out of this. It's tricky with the knights, but I have more time on my clock than he does, which is a good thing at this point. Yep. Okay, taking here. Yeah, let's. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's allow him to. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what I was thinking. I didn't want to. Yeah, I thought that was okay. I gave away the horrible bishop. Yeah, that was kind of nice, huh? Yeah, he's just trying to get over and defend his knight, huh? With check. I don't have to allow that. And he ran out of time, but he was losing there. He was losing the knight. So yeah, it was one last little trick he tried to play here, I think. If we go to the analysis board, it was this one. He pushes. I take. He takes with check. I move out of the way, and then he comes over here and defends, but he can't do that. Yeah, never mind. It didn't work anyway. there was no trick there. I was seeing ghosts, which happens a lot when I get low on time. Yeah, so I guess I don't know why. I thought I was just losing a whole bishop over here. I was hesitating for a long time on this move. I was overlooking the fact that it was defended. So looks like this is a fine response. Let's see. It was a computer like. Computer likes king e3, yeah. Okay, good game. Let's see if we can get another one. Bishop g5. When was that? Here. Bishop g5 was not the best move. Yeah, bishop takes d4. Bishop takes d4 by a mile. Was the best move. Okay, is there some tactical point here, or is it just getting rid of that horrible knight? Is the main? It says I'm +2 here, and I just follow up with a4. Just attack on the queen side, just like you said. So after bishop g5, it's an even game. Played the way he did. It likes the exchange sack. If he just moved the queen or something, and it's only a slight edge for white, but this is supposed to be even. Let's see where he went astray then. It's still even. It didn't like the push. Yeah, I thought the push didn't help him. It would take here. Yeah, I was planning to take with the rook because I don't want to give up this pawn and have these two pawns marching down. It says taking with a pawn is fine. Let's see, but I take here. He's going to be able to round up this pawn. I counterplay with b5. Just giving a pawn away. Complicated game. A takes b5 is better. Yeah, who knows what's going on there. Interesting. Let's get another game. So I made it above 1800 here. Back to e4. Okay, we can play a Ruy Lopez. The Berlin defense. Very quick development with the bishop. Can I take? He takes, and then I play there anyway. That might be a move, right? I take, he takes, I fork. As long as his knight doesn't have a move that attacks something, I get the piece back. Let's go ahead and castle first, though. Yeah, let's definitely do this. Find out if I did something wrong here. But if I'm castled, it can't be too bad to open up the center like this. It's not a move? Okay, well, we'll see if he refutes it. He didn't refute it. Okay. This is terrible for black. He might as well resign. Okay, but let's not get cocky here, as they say. Don't get cocky, kid. He resigned. Yeah, that was not going anywhere. Let's go to the analysis board. Before I castled, it was not a move. Let's take a look at that. Because I kind of thought it was. I went here, he went there. And now if I take right away, it's a move. It's a move. It's slightly better for black, but not hugely better. He recommends just sacking this way and then taking. There's a devious trap if instead of bishop c5, black goes knight e7, the e5 pawn is poison. this kind of stuff. C6. Oh, you go here and you get the Mortimer variation. Oh, because of the check. Yeah. So here, what do I do? Yeah, so yeah, it's bad to take there. Nice. C6 is the key move, yeah, because it opens up that diagonal for the queen. That makes it pretty subtle, a pretty subtle trick, right? It's 2 steps away. Nice, nice, nice trap. Yep, queen a5 check. Nice trap. Okay, here, let's get another game.